Vega, ninth after the third rotation, had a terrible time on the uneven bars earlier tonight. Finishes up on the floor exercise.
And you know, Sabrina's coach, Teodora, was actually a teammate of Nadia and coached by Bella and Marta Caroli. Yep. That foot was out of bounds, 1/10 of a point.
Cool. Really great exercise. I enjoyed that. The choreography was so intricate. Now that was a stunning routine.
And even if you're a gymnast, and even though you struggle, whatever happens on that last event is amplified. If it's great, you go home and you remember that great last routine. If it's bad, I've had many sleepless nights after a horrible final event, but not for her.
She's going to be remembering this event and just how can I...
To have enough resources to make it. Okay?
Don't worry about today. Thursday.
Back over to the uneven bars. First place, Jordan Weber. Really just needs to stay on the bars on this event to maintain that first place position. She has a 2-point lead coming into this event over Allie Raceman, who did hit her balance beam routine.
She probably could fall once, to be honest, but obviously not.
Tim, do not say anything, man. We need to see a hit bar routine.
This is tricky right here, this combination, and she is a little bit off.
Fighting.
Everything was a little bit rushed from the top of the routine. Let's see if she'll do her dismount. It's a new one, a double twisting double, very difficult. She does it. Somehow finds the floor. She just jams those feet into the ground. Has really had some challenges on that dismount this week.
That was freaking pure determination. You should have been up there about 3 times. Nice job. Good fight. Good fight.
Do you think that summed it up, Tim? Do you, Alfie, do you think that was accurate?
Yeah. I was saying a good fight.
I mean, she was way off at the beginning, and she just kept going.
Her coach, John Getter, he's intense.
She is the defending Olympic champion on this event. Shawn Johnson is now making her return to the big stage on the balance beam.
And you know what's crazy? She feels the pressure of being the defending Olympic champion on this event. She just wants to stick. She wants to show everyone what she did in Beijing.
She fell on this at the last meet, the cover girl.
It always amazed Tim and I, watching Shawn Johnson leading up to the Beijing Olympics, was her focus on this event. We used to just put our pens down and sit back and watch. She never fell. It was just one of those exercises that was just so exact, so beautiful.
Very nicely done. She's also had some problems with that all week long.
She grew an extra toe on that. There's no way she should stay on the beam on that.
Wow.
She still has some of that power.
Yeah, no question. Got to be quicker, or she will be overtimed.
Yep.
She is.
Well, there's shades of the old Shawn Johnson. A few little hiccups in the routine.
After 3 events and 1 night of competition, can you grade her comeback so far?
Well, if I gave her cover girl meet a grade, I would have given it a B, and I have to give this one a B+, to be honest. I think she knows she's not in the A category at this point, and frankly, I don't think she really wants to be. She just wants a chance to go to that camp, be part of that selection process, and give it a good shot. I think that her stake went up tonight.
I heard her say before this competition, when someone asked, are you dreaming about London? And she said, I can't really realistically dream of London yet. I'm not ready.
She's not dreaming of it, but she has certainly made the commitment to see it right through to the end.
Now this is amazing. This is a side aerial, and she absolutely should have fallen off the beam here. I don't. Look at how far her shoulder goes down.
And her foot, how much of that foot was off.
Center of gravity, just, I don't know how she defied gravity right there.
It's good to see some smiles from Shawn Johnson. We haven't seen a lot of them tonight, but I know she's thrilled to be back out on that floor, and I know America is thrilled to see that smile back in the competition.
Yeah, she actually went 0 for 2 at the cover girl meet, and she is basically 3 for 3 at the Visa Championship so far. So really, I'm thinking she got a little closer to an A- maybe.
Wow, Tim threw out an A-. That's big from him. Jordan Weaver scoring the uneven bars of 14.55. Shawn Johnson on the balance beam, 14.7. Finishing up her competition on the balance beam as well is Gabby Douglas.
I don't want to foreshadow anything here, but she has not just this week, but in warm-ups today, really had a tough go on the beam. And the momentum is really not going the right way for her tonight as well.
Oh, and you could see it right away as she started that pass.
Yeah. Another big skill. Oh. This is one of those meets that is, quite frankly, very hard to recover from. It's not just a matter of having some problems. This is, letting it really get to you and letting the emotions completely control your actions and badness all around.
One of the officials from USA Gymnastics told me before the competition, he goes, the year before the Olympics, it's like you're peeling the banana. You're going to see what you got. And right now, is this a team that can go to the World Championships and do what the last two did in the last 2 quads and win a gold medal?
Well, if they perform like they did tonight, John, absolutely not.
A little hard to base it on what we're seeing here tonight.
Oh, boy. She just wants to be done, get off the balance beam, and somehow see if she can put it together in a couple of nights. But just be safe here. This is critical
gotta be
here.
Focused.
Because this is very tricky.
Hang on.
There you go.
She's going to need a little TLC from her coaches.
All right. First thing. Okay. Got one more day yet.
It's the one thing about Chow. They are both so supportive.
Yeah.
And, It's kind of the Chinese way, you know, it really is. I've been watching Chinese teams throughout the years, and, you know, when their athletes make mistakes in competition, you know, there are a lot of people on the floor that are just fuming mad, and, you know, they really don't show that side.
And I like this. She's sitting beside her. I mean, Gabby's already beating herself up. She knows.
Yeah.
You don't need your coach to tell you how many times you fell off the beam and that it wasn't your best.
Alicia Sacramone has been where Gabby is now. She's had mistakes on this event and high-profile mistakes, but she has been outstanding since her comeback on the balance beam.
She really has. She was great at the CoverGirl Classic. The move where it kind of all started going wrong for Alicia at the Olympic Games was her mount. This front flip was nowhere near making it at the Games. Perfect. Very nice work. If she finishes this set, I'm not sure whose smile is going to be bigger, hers or Marta Karolyi. She hasn't had a heck of a lot to smile about watching her athletes compete tonight. Rock solid. Little bit of a pause in between the two skills.
And Tim, there is nobody else competing on the floor. She is the last competitor.
I think that's how Alicia would like it.
Oh, yeah. All eyes on her.
And what's so impressive here is that she's not just going through the motions. She is aggressive.
Yeah, attack.
And when you are in attack mode, great things happen.
Wow, good for her. Huge relief.
And there's that big smile. Mihai loves it. A good night for Alicia Sacramone. Don't go away. The competition is over, but we will have the results for day one of women's all-around competition from St. Paul and the Visa National Gymnastics Championships.
Welcome back to St. Paul, Minnesota, and the first day of the Visa Championships for women's gymnastics now in the books. And we look at the standings, and as expected, Jordan Weber comes out on top with a comfortable lead over Alexander Raisman. Chelsea Memo, what a night for